It's a chilly Wednesday afternoon. We got some storms going on around in the background, but luckily we were going to persevere. This is Past the Rock.
Could one of y'all pass the gosh darn rock? Hey, yo, I'm trying, I ain't lying, and hosting this will be Brian.
Yeah.
Posting like Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
flying to see the pilot.
Yeah.
Hit the hezzy, we got Jesse, opinions get kinda messy. A fan of out of lefties, from football to racing jackies. He goes silly when he go deep, sheesh, is Zach Zeman. Teaming up with Jack, we stack the whole team, man. Pass the rock, don't stop the shot clock.
Woo.
Smack the slap shot, come on, now let's talk. Pass the, yo, partner, pass the rock. For real.
Well, the song lied because it is not going to be hosting us with Brian today because he has better stuff to do on his Wednesday afternoon. Zach, in your beautiful Philly jersey, how you doing today?
I'm doing great today. It's been a pretty good week of sports so far. Some really fun NBA games. NFL never disappoints. And looking forward to the holiday season, man. Going to be a lot of good games.
Jack, over there in Los Angeles, how you doing on the West Coast?
Yeah, the West Coast is for once not bright and sunny. We've got some crazy storms going on in the background today, or at least as crazy as it gets for us. So you're lucky I'm in your world today. But no, I'm doing good. I'm excited to escape the weather, talk some sports.
Let me guess.
Welcome
It's
to
windy
the
and
rest of the
85.
United States.
No,
Seriously.
believe it or not, there is rain.
There's a rain.
doesn't happen much, but we have rain.
Jack, wait. What's the weather there like? Give me temperature.
Temperature, if I had to guess, probably 60.
No, you're living well still. You're living well.
It's a storm in California. It's only 85.
Right.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Well, I'm in Canada and it's like 0 degrees here. I had to wipe snow off my car this morning, so that beats everything that you got going on. We got some big NFL games. It is week 16 of the season. It feels bad even saying that out of my mouth. The fact that there's only 3 weeks left of the regular season, and week 18 doesn't even really count because it's pretty much meaningless for most teams. There will be a few teams that have some win and get in conditions, but we'll see how that all shakes out. Let's start with one of the biggest games of the weekend. Who will beat a plus 500 team first, the Cowboys or the Dolphins? Although the Cowboys did it with the Eagles just a few weeks ago. But Cowboys, Dolphins, who wins this game, Jack?
Yeah, this is really interesting because if you asked me a week ago, I would have said the Cowboys and not hesitated. But I mean, the Cowboys did not look good against Buffalo this past week. And the Dolphins did look pretty good this week. Who did they play? Why am I blank on who?
They played the Jets. It was 30-0.
Oh, right. Yeah, thank you. They did look really great this week. Offense firing on all cylinders. And I think I'm going to ride with the hot hand. I think I'm going to say Miami wins this one. But I think you're not going to see like that offense absolutely light up the Dallas defense. I think this might be a lower scoring game than people might expect, but I still think Miami has enough firepower to get it done.
Zach, who do you think comes away in this battle?
Mm-hmm. I do agree that the biggest matchup is the Miami offense against the Dallas defense, and I really think Dallas has a clear edge there. I think that's going to be the reason why the Cowboys are going to be able to win in Miami. They're going to have I feel like they have enough offensive firepower to really put pressure on that Miami defense, and Dallas's defense, when it's really clicking, is near unstoppable. I'm going to ride with Dallas here.
All right, I got a bonus question for you based on something in the chat. Which coach will be jobless in the NFL by the end of this week?
Oh, by the end of this week.
Ooh.
I'll say Ron Rivera. It's time. He's got to go.
Yeah, they're down to what, 4-10 now. Washington, just brutal start to the season.
Yeah, if there was any coach, it has to be Riverboat Ron. He's had some moments for Carolina. He's had some moments for Washington, but he's never had sustained success anywhere.
He had for Washington.
Getting
they made the playoffs. Yeah.
The one you were Taylor Heineke, where every other team in the NFC East sucked, and They won. They won the division, and they had a really good game against the Buccaneers.
They won the division at 7-9, and then
A
almost
win's a win.
7-10, actually.
Oh,
7-10.
was it 7-10? No, I think it was
Yeah.
7-9 at the
It was
time.
I think it was
7-10.
7-9.
Was it really
I just
7?
looked it up. It was 7-10.
They lost 10 games in
It
one.
was the first year of the 17th game.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That was the NFC least year.
That was a
Yeah.
horrible
That
year,
was unbelievable.
but it's okay. Like,
So Ron Rivera, not Mike Tomlin. They're gonna ride.
no. If the Steelers are going to fire Mike Tomlin, it's going to be after the season. It's going to be a firing that, like, maybe Mike Tomlin complains one too many times to the owner, and the owner is like, "All right, this is when I fire you," on a random cold night in like March, like just like random firing.
The Steelers don't fire coaches. If Tomlin goes, it's going to be a mutual parting of ways, and he's going to accept a front office role. Like the Steelers do not fire coaches. The Steelers have had 3 head coaches since like 1966. Like they're not firing Mike Tomlin.
All right. Well, I guess his job is safe for now, but it looks like the Steelers are going to lose out unless anything changes, because losing to the Colts, losing to the Patriots, and their last 3 games, they get the Bengals this weekend. It's just going to keep going downhill. We've got a really good Monday night game. Ravens, Niners, 2 of the best in the league right now. Who has the better defense between the Ravens and the Niners? Arguably the 2 best units in the league.
I'm riding the Niners on this one. I feel like they just have. I mean, not only are they just great at pretty much every position, they're also deep. I mean, I feel like you could take half of their second string guys, put them on other teams, and they'd be starting. Like, they are just incredible at everything they do.
Believe it or not, I think I'm going to go with the Ravens. If we're
You of
talking,
all people, are you okay, Jack?
Well, no, the Niners' offense is the best of the league by far. I'm you're never going to get me off of that take. But I think if we're talking defense, the Ravens unit is outstanding, and they've played amazing football this year. I mean, it starts with the coaching. Coach Mike McDonald, is outstanding. He's got this team firing on all cylinders. You've got Marlon Humphrey. You've got the linebackers, Roquan Smith. What an outstanding year for him. What a pickup that was. They've got a young defensive line that's played really well this year. Justin Madubuike looks like a stud. I mean, I think I'm going to go with the Ravens. I love everything they've done on that side of the ball this year. And I think, like, they're sitting at 11-3 right now, the top seed in the AFC. It's because of that defense. It's not the offense. And I don't think I would say the same thing about the Niners.
Yeah, I think that's really a defensive carried team. I mean, the Ravens have held their opponents to a pretty low amount of points, except for last week against the Rams, but holding the Jaguars to just 7 points last week. But I think Jack is right. The Niners campaign is led by the offense and their outstanding offense. The defense is great too, but their offense is putting up 30 to 40 points a game. The Ravens offense has not nearly been as consistent. It seems like it's a curse for a Ravens running back anytime that they step on the field to hurt themselves. And you look at the receiver room, you have Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle versus Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and formerly Mark Andrews, but it's just no contest on the offensive side of the ball. Lamar is the one standout. So yeah, I think I actually might say the Ravens defense has played better this year, but just on paper from a star-studded level, I think the Niners is as good as it gets. The fact that Chase Young is not the best edge rusher on the team is insane.
And arguably not the second best edge rusher.
Yeah, honestly, it's out of this world. The fact that the Niners can say that they have one of, if not the best edge rusher, one of, if not the best linebacker in the league, and don't forget the secondary. I mean, Trevarius Ward's been playing out of his mind this year as well. So hats off to the Niners. Should be a great game, but I think that the offense is going to be what wins it for the 49ers in the end. So lots of good games this weekend, surprisingly. So, all right, Jaguars versus Buccaneers, 2 teams fighting for the lead in their division. Who you got in this game?
Oh, I kind of want to pick the Bucs. I think the Bucs have played. Obviously, this past week was outstanding. You can't expect Baker Mayfield to come out and have a perfect passer rating every week, but the way he played that week, I mean, I think he just got himself paid this offseason. Whether I don't know if it's going to be by the Bucs or by someone else, but I think he's going to get a Daniel Jones-like contract from someone based on the way that he's played this year. And I might be stupid, but that's the way I see it. And I think he's hot right now. When Baker Mayfield's hot, he is a top half quarterback in the league. And this team is not elite anywhere on the field, but they're just solid pretty much everywhere. And I think that's good enough to win you football games. And the Jags have been a little inconsistent lately, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It has not been pretty the last few weeks. And I think the Bucks just roll with the hot hand and take this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys saw that graphic comparing, or that tweet or whatever, comparing Daniel Jones and Trevor Lawrence's stats, and I think it's crazy how similar they are. I do still think that Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback overall, though, but I feel like this game entirely depends on how healthy Trevor Lawrence is. He's been dealing with injuries recently. What I'm pretty sure has been like concussion protocol and various like little injuries. Of course, various little injuries pile up throughout any season. But if Trevor Lawrence isn't at 100%, the Bucks are going to win this easily. I think the only way that the Jaguars can win this is if Trevor Lawrence is playing like the quarterback we all know he should be playing as, and we haven't seen that guy in a while. So I like the Buccaneers in this, especially at home.
I'm going to ride with the Buccaneers as well. I think that Tampa Baker has been playing amazing as of late, and I'm not sure if he's going to get a Daniel Jones level bag in the offseason of 40 plus million, but with all the QB injuries this year and all of the health concerns and all of just the horrible quarterback play, it's not outlandish to think that someone's going to want to lock up Baker for the next couple of years. It might be Tampa. I would think it should be Tampa because he fits their system really well. And clearly the 1-year deal has paid off. He comes into Tampa, and if he leads them back to the playoffs, I think absolutely they should give him the bag. Whether or not it's the right move to give Baker Mayfield like $200 million, but I think Baker has played really, really well this season, and the guys have embraced him. And you want to compete while you have the back end of Mike Evans prime and Chris Godwin and all those guys still competing. So I like Baker Mayfield and the Bucks in this one. The Jags, it seems like they're sliding right now. Travis Etienne hasn't had a good game in like 3 weeks. Trevor Lawrence is struggling to stay healthy, and the defense can't hold off, forever. So I think it's getting ugly for the Jaguars. And if they lose this game, they not only do they have a chance to not win the division, they might fall out of the playoffs entirely, depending how the Colts and Texans games go. All right, so we have Raiders Chiefs. The Raiders coming off their best game in franchise history, and the Chiefs coming off, a subpar win against the Patriots. Do the red hot Raiders have a chance to upset this Chiefs team, Zach?
I mean, the Raiders did fight pretty hard with the Chiefs in what was like the first half, the last time they matched up. But
yeah,
let's be real. The Chiefs need a tune-up game. This is their tune-up game. They're going to be fine. They're going to get things back in sync. As a fantasy owner, I really hope that Rashee Rice performs super well because I desperately need him to. But in all seriousness, I feel like the Raiders, as strong as they looked in their 63-21 win, we all know that's such a fluke win. It's not like the Dolphins are actually putting up 70 a game right now. If they were, they'd be the greatest offense of all time. But yeah, I don't know how the Raiders could win this. The Chiefs are just a better team when they're playing the way that they need to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're 100% right. The Raiders are scrappy. I love when Antonio Pierce is done with this team. They clearly play hard for him, and I think he's probably thrown his hat in the ring to be the full-time Raiders coach. I think that's definitely a real possibility with the way the team has played under him. But even with the Chiefs' struggles as of late, I think they should be able to take care of the Raiders. And I think it says a lot more about the Chiefs. This game will say a lot more about the Chiefs than it does about the Raiders, if that makes sense. We know what the Raiders are. If the Chiefs struggle, or dare I say even lose this game, they've got some real issues over there.
Yeah, it's like the first half last week, there was a touchdown for the Patriots that got wiped off the board that would have put them up, I think, 14-10 going into the half. Then it gets wiped off the board, and the Chiefs, naturally take over and shut them out in the second half. Easy win for the Chiefs, but this could get scary if their offense sputters like they did in the first half last week. If Antonio Pierce and the Raiders can get a lead, I'd say that's their best chance at holding on, because if you're playing from behind, you're not going to win. against Patrick Mahomes is just unfortunate. So I think the Raiders' best chance is maybe see if the Chiefs' offense will stutter the first few drives. Maybe you can get a 1-2 possession lead like you did last week or 2 weeks ago or whenever they played. They were up 14-0, and then just hope that you can hold on for the second half. Giants versus Eagles. If Philadelphia does not win this game by 14 points or more, call off the season. Zach, how high should the spread be for this?
I've already called off the season.
Oh,
There is no way that this team is making it anywhere close to the Super Bowl with the way that they are performing right now. Every single win that we've had has pretty much been completely, like it's been like either a 1-score game, a 4-point game. It always comes down to the last play, and that's not what you want a good team to be doing in the regular season against opponents that they should be able to handle fairly well. Just a complete and utter meltdown against Seattle, especially late in the fourth quarter when you could have just threw a check down to get in the field goal range, but no, have to go for a deep shot to A.J. Brown. I think we are going to win by, if we're lucky, we win this by 10. If we're lucky. I don't think we win this by 14. There's no way we win this by 14. This is a team whose offense has a grand total of 10 plays, and the defense has flipped from a zone that covers too deep to a man that with cornerbacks who don't know how to cover man. So I can't see a way for us to win by 2 scores. It would be a Christmas miracle if we could do it.
Well, they're favored at -11.5.
No. Giants plus 11.5 is a great bet. Take Giants plus 11.5. I'm telling you, it's a really good bet. I'm telling you.
I will say the Giants just put up 6 points against the Saints this past week. It looks like the Tommy Cutlets Linsanity run has been sort of put to a halt. Maybe it'll resume against the Eagles.
Watch Tommy Cutlets be an Eagles killer. We've had Boston Scott. They have Tommy DeVito. He's going to throw 4 touchdowns, 370 yards, and maybe if we're lucky, an interception. So we'll see.
You are absolutely tripping. You literally, I don't know why every time the Eagles come up in conversation, no matter what their record is, they're the worst team of all time. Like, they're literally the worst team in the NFL. And I know they've struggled the last few weeks, but this is still a really good team. And you're going against the Giants. And let's just remember that the Giants' Linsanity run was against the Commanders, the Patriots, and then the Packers. That is not.
It was like a 14-7, 10-7 win, and like
right. But the only game they were the only game they were really impressive in was that Commanders game, and it's the Commanders. Like, come on, that defense is Swiss cheese. It has so many holes. Like,
the Packers game was kind of impressive.
Look, but
they didn't like pummel the Pack. It was an impressive win, but they didn't like pummel the Packers. I don't know.
Here's my own perspective on this. It's just very concerning seeing, and this has been going on all season long. As someone who's watching every single game, this team does not know how to generate a sizable lead. They're like this is not a team they don't get off to a hot start. They don't come out at halftime with any fire. They have like I said, they have a very simple playbook. CMC was calling our plays while sitting on his couch on the Manning cast. Like if Jack like that didn't even happen with Matt Canada. No one was calling out Matt Canada's plays.
Oh, I was calling out Matt Canada's plays.
But Brian Johnson's plays calling is so predictable with his formations that have no pre-snap motion nearly whatsoever. It is awful. And I'm telling you, if they added double slants and mesh to their playbook, it would revolutionize the offense. We'd actually have 12 plays in our playbook, but they'd be crossing routes. They'd be slant routes. They'd actually be useful routes for Hurts. But we don't do that. Why bother complimenting our quarterback's strengths when we could just make him struggle while he's sick by throwing deep balls in double coverage?
Brian Johnson needs to start running coach suggestions on Madden, honestly.
honestly.
And to see what happens. All right, well.
He probably does, and it results in, again, like 6 plays being called.
Yeah, that's how it goes. He just runs, They run halfback dive, 4 verticals, and that's about it.
Yep.
Not even a stretch. So we're going to go into some NFL trivia now. So we're going to start Christian McCaffrey and Raheem Mostert, both, celebrating their 20 touchdown seasons this year. So can you name every player to score 20 touchdowns since 2000? Now, this is only receivers and running backs and all of that sort. So go ahead.
All right, this might be a weird first guess, but this is the one that sticks out in my mind. Sean Alexander did in his MVP season, right?
Sean Alexander did it twice in 04 and 05, one of which years he had 28 touchdowns.
Wow.
Which is, I believe, the second most all-time.
Well, I don't know if this is the most all time, but I know for a fact that this guy got over 20 touchdowns in the season. Give me LaDainian Tomlinson.
That is the most all time. He did it in 05 and 06, but 31 was his best year. The only player ever to have more than 30 touchdowns in a season. Absolutely ridiculous. LT.
All right. This might be stupid, but I feel like Travis Kelce did it.
No, Travis Kelce did not do it.
Right. No.
Jack, I mean, you gotta stick to players who we all know are all-time greats, just like Adrian Peterson, who definitely scored over 20 touchdowns in a season.
Definitely did not.
Wow.
That is insane. I want to know if he had 19 though. That's what I want to know.
Does CMC count twice, or no?
No, Christian McCaffrey only counts once because he only did it this year.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Who else would have had 20 touchdowns?
Adrian Peterson had 18 rushing touchdowns in a season, and he had 0 receiving that year. So
Wow.
18 was his best.
All right. I'm trying to think like who's been like dominant fantasy players. Did Cooper Kupp do it in one of those insane years?
Cooper Kupp did not do it. He had, I believe, 16 or 17, but not 20.
Wow. Well, we already said Tyreek Hill did it. He hasn't done it any other season.
Tyreek Hill has not done it.
Oh, Tyreek Hill hasn't done it?
No, it's CMC and Mostert.
Oh, my bad.
CMC and Mostert are the most two recent, the only two to do it this year.
All right, wrong Dolphin. You know what? Is there a chance that Michael Thomas Slant-Boy did it?
No, Michael Thomas did not do it.
Okay.
What about his teammate, Alvin Kamara? I feel like
Alvin Kamara did. In 2020, he scored 21 touchdowns.
Wow. That is wild.
So there's currently still two more active players, and then everyone else is retired or not in the league currently, or not on a team.
Since 2000, I want to say we're kind of getting to that shot in the dark type moment. Did Terrell Owens ever score 20 touchdowns in a season?
No, he did not.
This might be another stupid one. Did Gronk do it?
Gronk did not. Gronk was also around 16, I think.
Gronk only having 16 in a season feels weird.
18 is wrong.
18 is more like it. This is getting tough.
There's some gimmies on here still. Two guys who are current players.
You know what? AJ Brown had a really good season last year. Did AJ Brown do it last year?
He did not. And I'll give you a hint. Of everyone left on the list, there is one receiver, and everyone else is a running back.
Oh.
Ooh.
There have not been that many receiving touchdown years.
I mean, to get to 20 touchdowns, you kind of need the rushing and the receiving.
Yeah. So everyone left as a running back except for one.
I have like one other idea for a receiver who could get 20. Did Larry Fitz do it?
No. The receiver is actually pretty obvious, I think.
Really?
If you know ball, it's pretty obvious.
Oh boy.
Oh, if we know ball.
Oh, great. Justin Jefferson didn't do it, did he?
No. In fact, this guy I believe is Possibly the only receiver since 2000 to do it. Yeah.
Oh God. What receiver did it? I don't even know.
Boys, who's asking the questions?
Oh God. Did Randy Moss do it with the Patriots?
Randy Moss, 23 touchdowns in 07. That is the record for receivers.
Wow.
Wow.
So there's 2 active running backs that have done it.
Yep.
What?
And you've named Mostert, CMC, and Kamara so far.
Derrick Henry?
No, Derrick Henry got very close, but he only ever got to 17. 18. He got
Eckler?
18. Austin Eckler. There we go. Austin Eckler scored 20. He scored 20 in 2021.
Okay.
So that is one of the current players. And in the same year, 2021, someone else did it.
Oh God. Did Derrick Henry do it?
I literally said Derrick Henry.
He just guessed Derrick Henry, and no, he didn't.
My bad.
2021. Nick Chubb?
No, not a bad guess though.
A
Jack, come on, man.
Steeler?
No.
Who's that was a Steeler? Someone getting
Your favorite player in the league.
My favorite player in the league? Bijan wasn't around. Wisconsin? Jonathan Taylor? That wasn't 20.
Jonathan Taylor had 20 touchdowns in 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not think he was that. I knew he was good, but I didn't think he was that good.
Man.
Yeah. It was
Wow.
it was his second year in the league. He had 1,800 rushing yards and 20 total touchdowns.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Over 2,000 yards total that year, actually. That's
Wow.
insane. So, yeah, Jonathan Taylor is the last current player on this list. You guys still have 8 names to go.
8 names to go? Jeez.
Yeah, you've got
How
8.
how about Todd Gurley?
Todd Gurley, there it is, 21 in 2018.
All right.
He was the other guy who was like not active, but
Wow.
I think he's retired, I guess. So you got 2016, 2011, and then everything else is between 2008 and 2000.
All right, I've got another idea. How about Jamal Charles?
No, not a bad guess though. One of these guys is a fantasy football legend from a couple of years ago.
From a couple of years ago.
Fantasy football legend.
Huh.
Fell off the map so hard.
All right, this could be the stupidest guess in the history of guesses. How about Doug Martin?
Actually, not a bad guess, but it's not Doug Martin.
I used to be the biggest Doug Martin guy in fantasy. When he was good, I used to draft him every single year. I love Doug.
Yeah, Doug, he's a legend, but it's not him.
Did David Johnson rush for
David Johnson in 2016 had
fantasy
touchdowns.
legend? Absolutely.
Well done.
Good job.
That's it. That's it.
All right, we got 6 more. 2011, also, I would say definitely a legend of our generation. Has played on a team. Has played on one of our favorite teams.
Oh.
So it's pre-Le'Veon Bell. It's not Le'Veon Bell.
2011. So
The gears are turning.
No, it's so then you're basically saying it has to be LaShawn McCoy.
Shady McCoy scored 20 in 2011.
Shady.
We actually have another guy here who played on one of your favorite teams for a few years. However, he was not on that team when he scored 20.
What, DeMarco Murray?
No, not a bad shout though.
Okay, here's another stupid one. D'Angelo Williams.
D'Angelo Williams in 08 had 20 touchdowns for the Carolina Panthers.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a former Steeler and Panther.
We
All
are
right, 4 names left. These guys are all legends.
Did we say Marshall Faulk yet?
You did not say Marshall Faulk, and he
Marshall
did it
Faulk?
twice. 2000 and 2001. He had 21 and 26 touchdowns.
Ooh. Wow.
Nice.
So left on the board, we have 21 touchdowns, 20, and then one guy who also did it twice with 27 and 24.
27
and 24.
Who
Yeah,
the hell did I feel like
he's the number
27
3 and
has-
number 6 all time in touchdowns in a single year.
27 has to be like someone notable. 27 is insane. Who was good?
2003.
2003. I mean, that's the year I was born. How am I supposed to
Same.
know this?
I couldn't watch him. I was born. I was just born. I was a baby.
2003.
This guy is known for having one of the best single fantasy games of all time.
Oh, is that Priest Holmes?
Priest Holmes, baby!
No way.
27 touchdowns in 03 and 24 as well.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nuts.
So Priest Holmes. So 2 final names. And let me see if I can find the teams. All right. Oh, funny enough, Jack, we've got a Green Bay Packer.
Amon Green.
Amon Green in 03.
Right.
And the last name in 2005. Let's see what team he was on.
Around the Sean Alexander era. Same.
Yeah, same era. He was shared a team with one of the other guys on this list.
What?
Was
Shared
also a Kansas City Chief like Priest Holmes.
Oh.
And it's not Jamal Charles.
No, 05.
What?
This is an OG pull.
I'm not an OG though. Dang it.
You guys might be too young for this one.
Yeah, I mean, no.
I'll give you a hint. There's also a pretty good NBA player who shares his name.
Josh Smith.
No, no,
Shaquille O'Neal.
no. This guy also shares a last name with someone else who scored 20 touchdowns.
All right. Sherlock Holmes.
No. No. Decent guess.
Oh God.
Trying to think of basketball players named McCoy.
Yeah, me too. Like good basketball players that could be
It's
football.
not McCoy.
Which last name is it? Can we get that?
Joe Johnson. I don't know.
It is Johnson.
Larry Johnson was a good basketball
Larry
player.
Johnson.
There you go.
There
Grandma
it is.
Ma, but not this one.
No, not this one though. This one was good at football.
Larry Johnson is the final name. He scored 21 touchdowns for the Chiefs in 05.
Also, I'm giving Offie attention because he clearly really needs it. So, Offie, this is me.
No,
giving
I don't want to give him attention.
Just
that.
look at him. Look at him. He needs.
Oh no! I see him, and I don't want to give. Now that we've given him attention, he's gonna be so thrilled.
This guy's annoying. All right, we're gonna move on. We got another NFL trivia. So, what number does this NFL player wear? We're gonna start, and Jack, Dalton Kincaid.
80 something. 80. I'll go 86.
I want to say that he wears 87. Wait, no.
86 is correct.
86. All right.
Dawson Knox wears 88. All
Okay.
right.
Oh, okay.
Next one, Zach. Tajay Spears.
This is Brian's favorite player in the NFL right now, it feels like. Part of me wants to say like 32, and part of me wants to say 29. But I'm going to go with 29 because I think it's 29.
Jack?
No, I think it's in the 30s. I'm going to say 32.
Zach, you were wrong. It is 32.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, no looking at phones. Let me make sure nobody's cheating here. All right. Deontay Foreman.
I I didn't he have like one like good game this season
He
too.
did when all of the
Yeah.
other Bears running backs were
God,
hurt.
all right. I don't know why. This is the first time that came to my head. I'm just gonna guess it. I think he wears 24.
I think that's wrong. That's Khalil Herbert.
Oh.
Foreman is, I think, 30, 31, or 32.
That
I'm
you know,
not
you know
sure
what that
which
really
one it
narrows
is.
it down.
I'm going to say 31.
You're close. He's 21.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
You're right with the one on the
Okay.
jersey.
Okay, and
And
all right. So you were right with the 1. I was right with the 20.
he had the
So
wrong Bears running
there you
back.
go.
Yeah.
I did.
All right. Jack. Dontavian Wicks.
oh boy.
He's a Green Bay
Uh,
Packer.
Who
no,
is?
no, no.
I don't know who this
who he
is.
is. No, I know who he is. It's something in the like 11. No, 11's Jaden Reed, but it's like something like that. I'm gonna say 17.
What position does he play? I don't know who
He's
this
a
is.
He's a
receiver.
receiver.
Okay. You know what? Random ass name. Gotta have a random ass number. I'm gonna say he wears 16.
You really think they're giving away Devontae Adams' jersey like that, Jack? He wears number
Oh, yeah.
13.
I think there is someone that wears 17.
Is
on
there a
that team.
17?
I think they did give it away. No. I'm not saying I'm sure it's Wicks that's 17, but I think someone has.
Oh,
17.
it's actually Andres Carlson, the kicker, is 17.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
I'm like, they did give it away to someone.
Yeah. All right. Dontavian Wicks wears 13. It is not 17 or 16.
Yeah.
Like Odell. All right. Zach, you've seen this guy a lot this year. Kevontae Turpin.
Oh.
I'm almost positive he wears 9.
Yeah, I think he's right. I'm not going to make a different guess. I'm pretty sure it's 9.
It is 9. Correct. You've seen him take back a few kicks, and
Yep.
it's easy to know his number when you're always looking at the back of his shirt. So,
Yeah.
All right, Jack. Chase Brown.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to say 30.
You know what team he's on, right?
Yeah, he's on the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another player I really don't know at all.
He had a couple good weeks in fantasy the last 2 weeks.
I mean, I really know him from college. He torched my Badgers when he
Okay.
was at Illinois.
Is he a receiver or a running back?
Running back.
Running back.
Okay. You know what? I'll stick in the 30s. He wears 32.
Call him Steph Curry because he's number 30.
Good job, Jack.
Well
Good
done.
job.
All right,
go.
last one for all the marbles. Representing Seattle Seahawks, Jake Bobo.
I think I know this, so I'm gonna let Jack guess first.
I don't even know what realm to think in. Like,
I'm almost positive I know his
am I
exact
thinking like
number.
11, 13, or am I thinking like in the 80s? I think he's an 80s kind of guy. I'm gonna say 83.
Okay. I'm gonna say around like 85% sure he wears the number 19.
Zach, you're wrong because you should be 100% sure he wears the number 19.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well done. Jake Bobo, we clutch it up. And that's the last name. So well done. Well done.
Sick.
Now we're going to go on. Jack has some NBA trivia for us. So take us away, Jack.
All right. So, can you name the last player to score 50 points on each NBA team? And we'll say part 1, because we'll start with the Eastern Conference today. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So, we can go division by division. We can start with the Southeast in the Eastern Conference. So, can you name the last 50-point scorer on each of those teams?
Tell us the team and we'll tell you the player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so,
yeah.
all right, so let's do the Hawks.
Trae Young.
Did Trae Young do it?
Yep, Trae Young. All right, the Hornets.
I'm gonna say. I mean, did LaMelo? Well, no. I'm gonna say Kemba Walker did it.
I'm going to say LaMelo.
Zach is right. It's Kemba. in 2018.
I
Yep.
thought
All right.
LaMelo might have had a 50, but I guess
Yeah.
not.
I thought for a second LaMelo, and then I was like, oh, but maybe it's like maybe it's like I think it was
Larry
Larry
Johnson.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
I think LaMelo's had a few high 40s, but he's never gotten to 50. All right. The Miami Heat.
Should be
I'm,
pretty easily Jimmy, I feel like.
you know what? I like the Jimmy guess. I think Jimmy's right, but I'm still gonna say LeBron.
I was stunned about this one. It is
If it's neither one,
James. It is LeBron James in 2014.
It's still LeBron.
It is still
14.
LeBron James in 2014.
Oh, my
I thought you were gonna
glorious
say it's
king.
like Caleb Martin or something.
Thank you, my glorious king. Thank you.
I was shocked. I thought for sure Jimmy had done it.
Thank you, my
All right.
glorious king. Thank you.
If neither of get it right, we have to guess again. So
Okay. All right. Orlando Magic.
that's an interesting one because
That
they
is
haven't had like anyone that good in like years. Wow.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna say it's Dwight Howard. It's gotta be Dwight Howard.
I think this one could literally be like 07 or something. Like this
Yeah,
could be
this-
like really
yeah,
far back.
That's why I'm saying Dwight Howard. It's
I'm
gotta
gonna
be Dwight.
say, wow. Yeah, I mean it's probably Dwight. Yeah, I can't think of really anyone else on the Magic who's been like. You know what? I'm gonna say Tracy McGrady. I have no idea.
I like that.
In 2004, Tracy McGrady
Let's
scored 50.
go.
That is the last player to do it.
way. Yo,
Oh my
shout out to
God.
Orlando Magic for using their their freaking theme song. They like brought it back.
Orlando Magic.
It's a bop. That is a bop. I
Oh my
love
God.
that. Good for them.
19
Oh,
years without a
man.
50-point
Yeah.
score.
I will tell you, there is. It won't be in today's section, but there is one other. There's only one other team that has someone older. That was their most recent 50-point per game score. It's the second
Wow.
oldest one in the
There's
NBA.
a team that has older than that.
There's
That's-
crazy.
one more that has an older one than that. All right,
boy.
the Washington Wizards.
It might be the Washington Wizards. It feels like it's got to be Wall or Beal. I will go with John Wall.
I would say Bradley Beal. I think confidently. He led the league in scoring like 3 years ago when he averaged 30 a game. So
Yep, Jesse's right. Bradley Beal in 2021. Very
Okay.
nice. All right.
it would have
the
been
Boston
crazy if
Celtics.
he hadn't and
Yeah.
led the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The Boston Celtics.
Tatum, like
I mean it's Tatum or JB.
yeah, it's just which one of them did it more recently. I would think neither of them has done it this year.
I actually think it might. No, I want to say it's Tatum. It's probably Tatum.
Yeah, you guys are right. Jason Tatum it was January of 2023. Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
All right. Brooklyn Nets.
Oh boy.
I think I want to say that there's a chance Mikal Bridges did it at the end of last year. If it's not Mikal Bridges, it's Kevin Durant, but I'm going to say Mikal Bridges.
If it's somehow neither of them, I would guess maybe. If it isn't either of them, I guess Brook Lopez.
That is
Not
an
Harden?
insane-
You're not guessing Harden?
No,
It-
Look, Harden was good
Kyrie?
for them, but I don't think Harden ever put up 50 for them. So
No, I
I'm
don't think he
guessing
did either, but Brook Lopez
I'll-
definitely didn't.
I'll tell you this. Kyrie did put up 50 for them, but he is not the most recent one. It is Kevin Durant in 2022.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I really thought that Mikal Bridges might have last year.
Yeah.
But I guess not.
Not according to my research.
Oh, he
All right.
had 45. He had 45.
Yeah, he's had a few of those. He had a couple of those this year too, where he's at like 45, 46. All right, the New York Knicks.
The Knicks.
Oh, that's Jalen Brunson like 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah. Brunson just did it. Yeah.
Absolutely right, Jalen Brunson. That one of the
Who-
inspirations for this quiz.
Who was it before Brunson? Do we know?
That I
Randall?
don't know. That I don't
Did
know.
Randall
Probably
ever, or was it Carmelo, like all the way back to
Yeah.
Melo?
I feel like Randall did it in like that first All-Star season that he had in New York, where he was just out of his mind.
Yeah.
I feel like he did it that year.
Yeah, Julius Randle has scored 50 for the Knicks. I was just looking it up.
All right. Zach, you should get this one. Philadelphia 76ers.
Wait. Is it Tyrese Maxey?
No, it's Embiid.
Because Tyrese Maxey also.
Wait, it might actually be Maxey. Wait, wrong jersey. I'll get my Maxey jersey. Yeah, I think it is Maxey.
No, Zach got his own team wrong. It's Joel Embiid. Embiid has done it twice this season. The first time was before Maxey's game. The second time was after.
Yeah,
Maxey
no,
sandwich.
How could I forget how great of a scorer my own? I'm seeing him tonight, so it's like, look. All right. Look. I'm just saying tonight he's gonna hit again, and then I'll know
we'll have to discard this video after tonight.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, Zach
to be fair, at first I had it with my little
Zach just had his layup and got it wrong. So Jesse, here's your layup: the Toronto Raptors.
I'm gonna say, okay. I don't know if Pascal did it last year. It's either, I remember Fred scored 52 or 54 like 2 seasons ago. I don't know if Pascal had a 50 burger last year. So, but Pascal totally scored 50 on like one. I'm gonna say it's Pascal. It might be Fred, but I'm gonna say Pascal.
I'm gonna say Fred, just to counteract, and hopefully Jesse's wrong, and that'd be pretty funny.
Jesse did get his own team right. Pascal Siakam in December 2022.
I'm just gonna put out there for anyone watching ahead. Who missed their layup worse? Me with my own team, or Jason Tatum against the Warriors in overtime?
That's great.
Comment below your answer. Who missed their layup more? Comment below.
I think, by the way, I think Fred VanVleet has the franchise record, I think at 54, and Pascal was I think 52 last year, but more recent.
Yeah. All right. Last division of the day. I will say this division, I think there are some obvious names, but some of them are the most random names on the entire list. So here we go. We'll start with the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, I think that's definitely Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
or DeMar. It's one of the two.
Yeah, look, you go LaVine, I'll go DeRozan, and I think
I'll go Caruso.
I'll go Lonzo Ball. I know he balled up.
Yeah.
No, it's LaVine or DeRozan.
It is Zach LaVine. Yeah, Zach LaVine. Actually, this season on like the 3rd or 4th game of the year, he did it this year.
Yeah, early on.
Nice.
Yep. All right, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I want to say Donovan Mitchell, actually.
I think Donovan Mitchell's 71-point game was probably the last one.
Yeah.
Got it right on the head. His 71-point game was the last one, Donovan Mitchell. All right, the Detroit Pistons.
This has to be the older one. This has to be, man. God, who?
If this is an okay, so you said that the Tracy McGrady 04 was the second oldest. So this is probably 03 when the Pistons were like in the finals around then.
I'm
going to say Rip Hamilton.
I disagree. I think it's even older. I genuinely do, because no, that team had no all-stars. Like I couldn't see any of those any player in the starting lineup put up 50. We're either thinking way too far back or maybe we're way too far ahead. You know what? This is probably like a crazy guess, but let's just throw him out there. Isaiah Thomas.
All right, you guys are both wrong on this one, and I'll give you a hint. It is actually in the last 5 years.
Is it Cade?
Right. Is it Cade?
It is not Cade.
Okay.
Alec Burks went off.
Cade had like 40 something last night, so I was thinking maybe
This might be the weirdest name on the entire list.
I mean,
was it okay?
Or maybe
is there any way that it's Andre Drummond?
No, it's not Andre Drummond.
Okay, I was like, no way.
Is there any way it's Tobias Harris?
Not Tobias Harris. It is
Hmm.
even weirder than those.
I mean, those are
Is
pretty weird names.
it? It wasn't. It wasn't when. No, I was gonna say when Corey Brewer did it. He was on the Timberwolves, I
Yeah, he
think.
was a Timberwolves. I believe me, I was thinking of Corey Brewer. That guy, oh, love Corey
Uh,
Brewer.
was it? It wasn't like Jamal Crawford when he was like 40.
No,
No,
Different team.
no, that
not
was the
yeah,
He was a
not that
Suns.
stun.
team.
That was the
He was a
Suns.
stun.
Is there any way? Okay, can you give us the year?
It was 2022.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Sadiq Bey.
it is Sadiq Bey.
Let's go. I remember the last year I had him in fantasy basketball and he hit like 9 threes or something and scored the most unexpected 50 burger of the
Yeah.
year. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
that one.
forgot that was a thing.
What? Yeah, that was when I saw that one. That's when I knew I'm like I have to do this. Like we need to run
Brilliant.
this.
Oh my
That's
Oh my
god.
god.
insane.
That's like
Sadiq
Drew
Bey.
Lock throwing 4 touchdowns for the Broncos.
Oh man. All right. I'm gonna switch up my order that I have here because this one is not that hard. The Milwaukee Bucks.
Giannis.
Giannis scored 60 last week, and he also scored 50 earlier this year and lost that game.
Yep, it is I think it's the second most recent one on this list. I think Jalen Brunson was the only one that was more recent.
Yeah.
So yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo, very nice. All right,
Shocker.
the last one of the day, the Indiana Pacers.
So this is the old one then. I think.
Is
or
this
maybe the older one is that might be in the West.
Yeah, is this the oldest one or is it a Western Conference team, Jack?
The
Oh
oldest
wait,
one-
are we including
The
playoffs?
oldest one is a Western.
Are we
Conference.
including playoffs?
Well, no.
Are we including? Okay, because if so, it's bubble TJ Warren. If it's the bubble,
It absolutely is bubble TJ Warren. The bubble regular season counts, but not the bubble.
right?
Yes,
Bubble
TJ
MJ,
Warren.
bubble
Bubble
TJ.
TJ Warren is oh my god, and that's their last 50-point game.
It sure is.
I'm surprised
Tyrese
that Tyrese
Halliburton,
hasn't yet.
please, for the love of God, drop a 50 burger.
He's gonna have a 50 and 20 assists with 0 turnovers or something eventually.
At some point, I'm
Oh
sure.
my god, that was amazing.
Oh, that was great. I'm excited to do the Western Conference. That'll be fun.
Should be a lot of fun.
Great. All right. We're gonna go on to the drafts now. So Zach, take us away.
Yes. Let's draft NFL players playing on Christmas. So we have our order laid out. You're only able to draft players, a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and a flex, 4 rounds from the following teams that are playing on Christmas. You have the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Giants, the Ravens, and the 49ers. So,
Ooh.
Jesse, you've the first pick that you gave yourself. Take it away.
Well, I have the first pick because we bumped down the order and I picked last time. So I think taking a quarterback here is the worst thing you could do because there's arguably 3 of the top 5 QBs in the league right now are playing on Monday. So I'm going to take who should be the MVP, Christian McCaffrey.
Nice.
Literally wrote it in before I even said it.
Yeah, I forgot to make my list today, so I'm going in kind of blind. But I think, oh man, I think based on the way, no, I'm pivoting. I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go AJ Brown.
Good pick.
Ooh, good pick. Ooh, I was definitely hoping that AJ Brown would end up here so I could take him. Ooh, who do I go with at the 3-4 turn here? Still a lot of good options on the board here, but it's hard to decide who to take. This is tough. There's so many players that I could take, but I feel like there's also ones that I don't want to just like leave out here. But you know what? There's a reason Brock Purdy is a yak merchant. He has 2 great receivers that I could pick from. I'm going to start with Deebo Samuel here. And then immediately I'm like, where do I go from here? I feel like Part of me wants to go flex, finish, take the best tight end available, best tight end in the league right now. Part of me wants to secure a quarterback, but this is such a quarterback deep draft. Everyone's going to have a good quarterback. So, you know what? I'm going to fill out my flex. Let's go Travis Kelce here.
Nice. All right. Do I go? Do I go with? I'm gonna need a running back, and my running back options are not ideal. It's basically what Saquon, Swift, Jacobs, or Pacheco if he's healthy.
Well, I mean, also keep in mind that it's Jesse already has his running back.
Jesse does already have one, and yeah, you're
I could flex
right.
one.
You could, but there's better flex options. So if I went receiver, it would be Devontae Smith, Devontae Adams, or Brandon Ayuk. That's enticing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Devontae Adams, and I'm gonna say he has a big Christmas.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start off I'm gonna take a receiver because I need a receiver. We're going to go. So you took Devontae Adams, Debo. All right. So I think the 3 best receivers are off the board. I am not interested in taking anyone on the Giants or the Ravens. Give me Brandon Ayuk. We're going to take Brandon Ayuk at the flex, at my receiver. And then I'm going to fill out my flex and just take whichever quarterback you guys don't take between Mahomes, Hurts, and Allen. Or not Allen. Mahomes, Hurts, and Lamar. And I could screw over Jack, and I'm going to. Give me Saquon Barkley at the flex.
Honestly, I'm okay with that because I couldn't make up my mind on who I wanted.
Honestly, the way that Ken Walker just ran all over the Eagles, I'm looking forward to Saquon in this game.
Yeah, he's going to kill us.
So it's basically, I think it has to be either Jacobs or DeAndre Swift for me.
You got to hope Jacobs plays.
Yeah. And honestly, for that reason, even if he plays, he's going to be banged up. I think I'm going to go Swift.
Yeah. So I mean, what do I even have left at running back? I mean, Baltimore. I don't even know who their starting running back is right now.
It's Gus.
Keaton
Mitchell got hurt last week too.
So it's Gus or Pacheco. I will. You know what? He's had a pretty solid season anyways. Not too upset about settling for Pacheco here. But then I get whatever quarterback I want. We've all saved quarterback for last. And honestly, out of all the quarterbacks playing on this day, I think Lamar's been the best this season. So give me Lamar Jackson here.
I'm very happy about this. I can't believe you didn't take him. I'm taking Jalen Hurts, the tush push merchant fantasy god.
Give me wow. And who'd have thought Patrick Mahomes goes last in the draft? I think Lamar's great, but he's playing the Niners. Jalen Hurts can't throw a touchdown pass to save his life. I'll take Patrick Mahomes against the Raiders in a divisional game last any day of the week. I like my squad.
I'm pretty happy with my squad. I'm the only person who took a tight end properly.
Jack is just running the Eagles.
Yeah,
I basically am
with the wrong Devontae.
Right.
Yeah, Jack, I didn't know you were such an Eagles guy.
The Eagles with the wrong Devontae.
We talk about how bad the Eagles are, and then here goes Jack taking all of them.
See, this is what happens when I don't have my list. Things go off the rails.
Devontae instead of Devonta, so very close. All right, and then our last segment for today, let's draft NBA players playing on Christmas. We will do a starting 5, so 5 rounds. I feel like if there's a player who's a little bit flexible, we'll have to talk that out. But just you gotta say what position.
All right.
I'm gonna start with my 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Run and dunk man is your first pick.
Oh yeah,
I will gladly take the reigning MVP Joel Embiid.
Wow. Okay, I will gladly take the 2-time MVP and reigning champion Nikola Jokic.
Pretty obvious first round, I'd say, though.
Yeah, and then we're putting him at the center, and then at the 4, give me Anthony Davis. He's been playing unreal this season.
Okay.
A Disney, baby.
A Disney.
Data Davis, the Brow. Does Anthony Davis have the best combo of nicknames in the league? The Brow, Data Davis, A Disney. There's so many good ones.
There's still a lot of great players available, but at point guard, I'm going to go with Luka Doncic.
I was hoping you'd make it back to me.
Nope.
All right. I will go with. I'll take. You know what? Screw it. Small forward, my glorious king, LeBron James.
I was hoping he might fall back to me.
And then LeBron was not making it past the Laker fan.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I need a. I'm gonna go with. He's been playing a lot of it this year, and I think he's been doing it well. I just need to make sure he's healthy. Devin Booker's healthy right now, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
I believe he is.
I'm going to go with I'm going to put Devin Booker at point guard, though, because Devin Booker has been he's been playing a lot of point guard this year, and he's been playing it exceptionally.
I'm going to check his – let's see his recent stats. Has he played recently?
You know what?
Yes, he's healthy. He's healthy.
Okay, you can put him at shooting guard if you want, whatever you would like.
Okay, I'm going to put him at shooting guard. Because
can I move Booker around if I decide that I want, depending on my second guard?
Block it in.
That's fine. Right, that's fine. Because hey, I mean, I'm about to do that because this player played shooting guard last season, now plays point guard. But I feel very happy to take Tyrese Maxey as my shooting guard here.
Yeah.
Wow, what are we doing? I'll take Steph Curry, I guess, as my point guard. Shocked that he just made it that far. And then I will take Jason Tatum and put him at the 3. I think I got the first team all NBA right here.
Yeah, that's a great team. But you know who just has not been drafted, put up 40 points last night? Give me Kevin Durant at the power.
Yeah, I don't know how he's still around.
I have no clue how we've missed Kevin Durant for probably a good 2 rounds, but I will gladly take Kevin Durant at the 4, maybe the 3. We'll see in a second. In the 4th round.
Yeah, that is nuts. All right, so I need a point guard and I need a center. So you got what are my options here? I think point guard wise, you could look at Drew Holiday. You could look at Jalen Brunson or Dame. I think it's got to be Dame. So, yeah, give me Damian Lillard. And then center.
Yeah.
Center, I need it could be Brook Lopez. That's gross. Mitchell Robinson's had a good year. Porzingis is good.
Bam.
I kind of want to go Porzingis, though. Porzingis has been awesome this year. I think I'm going to take Porzingis.
And just like that,
We're going to get flamed for taking Pingus over Bam.
Jimmy Butler just lands in my lap.
I think Bam overall is a better player, but Porzingis has more explosive potential, and I'm trying to hit high upside.
Yeah, he's also like 5 inches taller.
Anyways, I'm taking. I can't believe he's also here. Jimmy Butler in the 5th round as my small forward to round out my roster.
Yeah, I would have taken him gladly to put at my shooting guard if you hadn't just done that. So I got a couple options here. I got Kyrie Irving. I got Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Austin Reeves. No, we're just playing. I'm going to take Jalen Brunson. I think he's played phenomenally this season and deserves a spot on the roster. He's going to be my shooting guard. We're going back to his days when he's running the 2. Him and Steph, dream team. That's my 5. Tell us in the comments who had the best team.
Yes. Tell us who had the best starting 5.
I'm going to be honest with you. It was definitely Jesse.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my God.
It's he ran circles around us.
I don't know. I think Zach's is like the new age starting 5, and mine is like more of the the elderly crowd, but
Dude, I'm just saying.
Elderly
All right, look.
besides Tatum, he's
Here,
19.
here's what I'm gonna say about Jesse's. Right, Curry, Jokic, Brunson, all of them will be like great or like Brunson will be like more solid, but Curry and Jokic will be great. Disney will bow out of the game in the second quarter, and Tatum will put up like 15 points that just don't mean anything. So I think it's clearly my team that has the best odds.
Yeah, but
I
I
just
mean,
think we both can agree it's not Jack.
It's not Jack.
I
It's
just,
not Jack.
yeah, but I have my glorious one and only king. I mean, that just wins it right there.
You do.
I'm just gonna say you took Run and Dunk Man over the last two MVPs. Like
I am all for it. I'm all on board with that. I think Giannis is the best player in basketball right
dude,
now.
what was it? He had like a 60-point game where all of his shots were made within like 2 feet of the bucket.
Yeah, because he makes it every time he shoots the ball.
And
within
all
2
of
feet
all of
the
Embi- all of Embiid's points
bagless.
come 10 feet from the bucket at the free throw line. So
He is bagless. He has no bag.
no bag. All right. Well, that wraps up the NBA Christmas draft, and that wraps up our show for today. So we will actually not be back this coming Monday because it's going to be Christmas. So we'll find another time to bring you your daily dose of Pass the Rock. Until then, you can make sure to keep up with us on our socials and everything. Zach, hope you have a great time seeing the Sixers lose tonight to the best team in the West.
Woo!
And Jack, I hope your storm clears up there in your 80-degree weather.
I don't. You suck.
Screw LA, go Raptors. As always, this
Go
has been
Sixers.
Pass the Rock. Take us away, Spencer.